So how are you holding up during this quarantine?
So to avoid the rut of depression that many people went through in the quarantine, I made sure to schedule days where in the morning I would work out, and then when I had school, I would never miss a class, and then I would just make sure to structure in time to study and do things like that. And I helped others do that as well. And on top of that, I would have Zoom meetings with friends to make sure I was having that connection with others, because as everyone knows, it's very important to stay connected with your friends, especially when you're not having contact with anyone for a long period of time.
Tell me about yourself.
So I started off being a volunteer coordinator at the Boys and Girls Club, where I helped kids with their homework. I organized events for them, and I leveraged those skills I learned there and used that to become an assistant soccer coach, where I again worked with kids between the ages of 8 to 10 years old. And what I would do is guide them through practices and taught them how to work well together. This made me maintain a strong communication and respect with the kids, and it taught me a lot about patience and knowing how to work when things aren't necessarily going to plan.
When working, going to school remotely, how do you manage your day?
So similar to the first question, I would make sure my days were scheduled. For example, when I used to work as a cashier at Mitchell's Ice Cream, we would have our shifts, and I would make sure to stay positive, and make sure I leverage my interpersonal skills, where I learned how to talk to different people from different backgrounds, ages, and whatnot. And this taught me how to make sure I use the time during quarantine in a way that'll help me grow as a person.
What is your greatest strength and greatest weakness?
So I think my greatest strength is seeing a problem and sticking to it and knowing how to delegate it to others. I'm very good at that. Uh, so I guess like strong communication skills is something that I learned as well, that I would consider a strength. And a weakness I would say is sometimes I could be a bit forgetful about things, and to combat that, I need to make sure to repeat things over and over in my head so they stick, and so I can be of use instead of a hindrance in a group setting.
Why do you want to work for us?
So I like what I like what Civic Edge is doing as far as their mission to eliminate inequities in society. I'm very huge on giving opportunities to everybody when they haven't necessarily grown up with it. So I really like the goal that you guys are striving towards, and I'd love to be a part of that.
Why should we hire you?
So the biggest thing is that I've learned a lot over my years of experience, how to talk to people, like I said, with my interpersonal skills, use that to talk to people, young, old, different races, different religions, how to make people feel comfortable. And for the position of outreach ambassador, the purpose is to be able to talk to others in a chaotic setting and get them to feel comfortable with what you're talking about. And I think that fits perfectly with my skill set, and I'd love to be of use to your company.